Hi, welcome to Ebonroot. This is Missy with Missy Plays, and we're going to do the Swamp Witch's house. You can see here, I didn't get it started right, and I lost on my video, but I only put the three things, the flower and the shelf and the bonsai shelf. So we'll get started with the rest of it. We're going to put a stunted tree here, so I put the tiny pear tree, and then I'm going to put my stunted evergreen here and pop a flower in. And in this next little spot, I just want to put a bush in here. So we're going to pop a bush in here. Mostly just because I want to make it really easy to see this area in front of the Swamp Witch's house. I really like this hay bale with the pumpkin right here. And it's nice and low so you'll still be able to see the area. I don't want anything in the way blocking the house. So this rock is just perfect here. Of course, it doesn't want to turn for me because things, always are like that. But now I've got it right where I want it. This is perfect. And now on the side here, you can see some other things. Those are wheat fields and stuff for later in the build. So come up here right next to her house, and my barrel didn't want to go in. So pop a barrel in, and I'm going to pop this pot right on top of it. And I'm leaving these pirate barrels with the skulls facing out because this is kind of an evil witch. And so I thought they kind of went with that kind of vibe. And the same thing goes for this side weight barrel. I wanted it to have the skulls facing out because of my witch is pretty naughty. So we're going to put another stunted tree here. This is perfect. And pop the full large young cedar in. And I think that this glowing moss ball is perfect here. And then we're going to put a tall garden rock right here. Move it around a little bit, kind of fill out this space. And then I think what we're going to do is put a couple of things here on this glowing moss shelf. Just a few accessories. Need some candles. There's a lot of candles in this build. And then we can start here in the center. First we want to place the cauldron. This is not the regular spooky cauldron, but I kind of liked it with the big fire and everything under it out for the outside here. I want a place to sit while I'm out here working. And I've got a small table and a book because I'm casting spells. Over here on this side, I'm going to put a pot because it has got like some of my supplies that I'm using. And then the rest of this is some books, which I keep my spells in. And then a bunch of candles out here. I want to push it forward and spin it a little bit. Push it, and then it needs to come back over a little bit. Too much in line. I don't like that little wiggle. I don't like. So I'm gonna pull everything out one space. So everything's going one space further away from the house, so that I can get through without wiggling on that right hand side. And now I have to wiggle on this side. So there's going to be a wiggle. This is going to be on the left hand side. So placing my candles down around my cauldrons did not quite go where I wanted to be. Now I got to wiggle again. I can't have two wiggles right next to each other, so it's going to have to go over. It's going to have to go over a little bit more. It's okay. I didn't want them in line, but I don't want a second wiggle. So, and this is okay, but I think I want it closer to the books. And then one more set of candles here. That's just not quite right where I want to put it. push it. Ugh. Okay, pick it back up. We'll put it back down. Oh, I'm too close. Put it back down again. Spinning it, and oh, it's too close. Oh, I need to pick it back up. I'm gonna come over here and place this candle over here on this side and spin it a little bit, and then come back around here. So pick these up, pop them down again, pick this set of candles up, push this one over, and put this set back down, and then push them, spin them around too. And there we go. The last thing I want to put over here is this tree. I wanted to hold off putting it in because I wanted to be able to see this area really well. So now I want to come over here, pick up all of these items I placed down for me to use over here. Mostly this is some wheat fields. So let's bring these over here and we can try to finish out this area here. So we started putting on the wheat fields. As always, sometimes they just don't go in quite right, or they are, in this case, it was two colors are the same next to each other, so needs must. Pop in another one right here. So getting these right where you want them, I feel like I complain a lot, but this is probably my biggest pet peeve, is getting wheat fields down. But there we go, this area is done. And over here, I want to be able to put a couple of down of the wheat fields, but the space is a little tight, and I'd like to, just give more texture to this area, but I'm not sure if there's enough room here to be able to do that as much as I might like. I think I will be limited a bit. My first thought is come over here, put this down, not quite where I want it, and then pull this to see if it will go. Yes, it did move over, so we're going to call that good. Let's put in a leaf pile. Yeah, that's perfect. And another one over here, I'm thinking some wheat field. And yes, perfect, it goes in. And then my leaf pile right here. Does it fit? Does it fit? Yes. Oh, it's tight there. And yeah, this looks good. I'm liking it, but I think I'm gonna need a wheat field right here. Yes. And let's put one more in here. Oh, that's not quite right. Let's try that again. This last one, and yeah, that's good. That's good. I have to tell myself it's not a big deal that the two colors are the same, and then I'll just put this one back down in slightly a different place so they're not quite next to each other. And leaf pile won't fit here. Darn it. Let's get one more in. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Now some more wheat fields along through here. On the way up to Swamp Witch's house. And one last leaf pile. That's looking good. I think I'm going to move this leaf pile just so I can put a tree in here, because it just seems a little plain right in this area. Let's kick off a little bit of code. Put in a tree, because I have one here in my pockets. And now I just have to replace the code so that it circles the tree. And here we go. Okay, got that back down. Okay. So now then what I have left is to put this sign in saying this way to Swamp Witch's house in case one needs a sign. So here we go. And then I have a leaf pile left. And there we go. That's the last thing for this. So that is everything that Swamp Witch has. She's not my main character on this island, and so I only have a small amount of things for her. So I'll have to come back in later and finish this whole area with Missy. But for now, we'll just do a little walkthrough of Swamp Witch's actual area in front of her house. This cute little hay bale, and you can get around everywhere pretty well, except for the one little squiggle over there. And then I thought I would take you into Swamp Witch's house. I have decorated her whole house. It is done. We've got the living room here and a kitchen. And I wanted to be able to show you. There's some cobwebs and all spooky kind of stuff in here. I've got some music. Spell casting room is like a spell casting room. And there's not actually very much in here. There's some gyroids on the wall and the suspicious cauldron I used in here. But it's really kind of cool, I thought. And then back here is just, I guess what we'd call it is a spooky bathroom. Just the dark colors and the spider webs on the wall. Nothing actually too spooky, just dark colors. And a skull. That's of course spooky, right? So over here to the left, there is a graveyard here in Swamp Witch's house. I guess this is where she's keeping her victims. It's really kind of cool, this wallpaper, this graveyard wallpaper, because you have the ghost, and then when you turn on the light, he disappears, and when you turn it back off, he comes back. Look, there he is again, right there. And I just think it's really cool how there he was. Nope, now he's gone. And if you turn it back around again, where is he at? There he is, and he moves around. Sometimes he's closer, sometimes he's further. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So then upstairs, there is a bedroom. And it's just her witchy stuff here. She's sewing herself some clothes and her hat collection and robe collection. She's got all the greens because she likes green. That's why she lives in the swamp. She's got herself some cookies over here. Yep, everything she needs to be comfy at night. And then down here, finally, in the basement, she's got a laboratory. Over here to the right-hand side, she's got her botanicals, where she's mixing up her potions and growing things to put inside her potions. And over here, she's got her lab set and her cauldron and her book of witchy recipes and a power ball so she can see the future, a map of the island just to be able to see everything. Yeah, that's her spooky room. And that's it for Swamp Witch's house and area. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next week when we do the last build on this island. Thanks for watching. Bye.